What is going on, people? What is going on? Man, it is good to be back. We just jumped in for a little bit today. Been on vacation, went to go see the mother in Louisville. So I appreciate y'all being at the Big B Daily Show. What is going on? We are live on TikTok, live on YouTube. What's going on, TikTok? How you guys doing, man? I appreciate everybody joining in. Like I said, we're just having a quick show today. Wanted to get back in the groove of things. Been on Christmas vacation. So what is going on? What's going on? So again, we're live Monday through Friday. We'll be back next week. I'm guessing we'll probably do a New Year's show. Maybe earlier. I'll decide here in a little bit. But we'll probably do one. Well, everybody will be home. We'll be having some fun. You know, everybody coming off a hangover or still drinking on some liquor. We're going to get after it and have a little bit of fun. So what is going on? What's going on? So let's dive into this a little bit, man. So first off, let's talk about my Steelers. We got to win. Unbelievable. I mean, I thought that they had given up. Turns out that the quarterback that we had out there, Trubisky, was absolute mess. We needed to make a change. And we made that change and it worked out. We made that change and it worked out. So good for the Steelers. Look, Mike Tomlin, he always rallies. He's always rallies. But I don't know, man. As a Steelers fan, do you really want to go 9-8 again? Let me just ask you that. Are you really interested in going 9-8 again? So, because for me, I don't want to go 9-8 again. I'm over the 9-8 seasons, man. I'm over it. So we'll see what happens. I'm a little disgusted by it. They won the game, and I'm glad we won because I don't want to lose any game. But I have a feeling the Steelers are probably going to either win this weekend or next weekend, go 9-8, miss the playoffs, and we're picking 22nd again. That is not helping. You cannot get better as a team when you constantly pick between 18 and 22. Oh well. It is what it is. It is what it is. Mike Tomlin's still doing his thing, man. So what are you going to do? Hate the guy for always winning enough games to be over 500? And you can't hate him for that, but you can be upset that they don't get better. And that's my problem is the Steelers are just not getting better. So we'll see what's happening. Let's move on, man. The Ravens, gigantic win on Monday on Christmas night, just blew out the 49ers. I mean, it was ugly. It was ugly. It was a 14-point game, but as we know, it wasn't that close. Brock Purdy. Where are the Brock Purdy people? Where are the Brock Purdy defenders? Brock Purdy, 4 interceptions. Again, game pressure. I have said it over and over and over again about Brock Purdy. If you put game pressure on him, he is not as good. When you put game pressure on Brock Purdy, he is not as good. And when his team doesn't give him a lead, he's not as good. Well, lo and behold, the 49ers didn't give him a lead. He started pressing, throwing the ball into coverage, getting balls tipped. And I know what people are saying, oh, the 4 interceptions, 3 of them were tipped balls. Stop throwing it into coverage. Stop forcing throws. Stop forcing throws. You don't have no Josh Allen arm. You don't have no Mahomes arm. Stop trying to force throws. It is what it is, man. It is what it is. Brock Purdy got to be better. Got to be better. Got to be better. 49ers smacked around. Smacked around. Ravens just said, we're the best team in the National Football League, and more power to them. More power to the Ravens. Lamar Jackson did his thing. leapfrogs everybody, goes to the top of the MVP race. Now, it's not over. The MVP race is not over. So I don't want anybody to think that, oh, well, they won, now it's over. No, Lamar still got some things to do. This is a gigantic week for Lamar and the Ravens. For Lamar and because if they lose, the Dolphins have the opportunity to have the number 1 seed. So, but I think the Ravens they get the job done at home. I think they do. I think they just out physical Miami, and they beat Miami at home. They're the more physical football team, and I think they go and win. I think they go and win. But we'll see, man. We will absolutely see. Let's move on. Let's talk about Russell. Let's talk about old Russell Wilson. Man, how the mighty have fallen. How the mighty have fallen. So, there's a good comment on TikTok. Somebody says, when do we start putting the blame on Kyle Shanahan? I mean, Kyle Shanahan didn't throw 4 interceptions. He didn't do that. So, but back to Russ. Yeah, man, Russ, he goes from having his own parking space and his own office to the bench. To the bench. Russell Wilson is absolutely not cooking. He is not cooking. So, and we'll see what happens from here on out. I don't think he plays another down as a Denver Bronco. I think he gets traded. I absolutely think that Russell Wilson gets traded. There's no way that he comes back. I wouldn't even want to come back if I'm him. So, all of a sudden, Russ is a problem if you watch TV shows. Yeah, Russ isn't. I don't think Russell Wilson is the problem. I really don't. I don't think Sean Payton wanted him to be the quarterback. I think the things that he has said up to this point shows that he didn't want Russell Wilson to be the quarterback. How he's treated him in the media on the sidelines, again, showed that he didn't want Russell Wilson to be the quarterback. I don't think Russell Wilson is going to play another down in Denver. I don't think he plays another down in Denver. Worst trade in the history of the NFL, I think. I know that gets thrown around a lot, and people say that all the time about certain stuff. I don't see how you can't say this wasn't the worst trade in NFL history. Worst trade in NFL history. And the Seahawks parlayed it into them having a pretty good team. Good for them. Bad for the Broncos. Bad for the Broncos. And all that money, because they're going to have to eat some cap money. They're going to have to eat some of that next year. I think it's $40 million worth of dead money. That's crazy. So, and we got people on TikTok saying Russ is going to retire. I don't think he's going to retire. I think he's going to get traded. I don't think he's done playing. Not to mention all that money that he has left on the table, he's not going to give that up. He's not going to give that up. Because I think Russ can still play. I think he can still play. Got to get in the right situation. Definitely has to be in the right situation. So, who you think would take him? I mean, Atlanta would take him. Atlanta needs Russell Wilson. I keep hearing this stuff about the Steelers needing Russell Wilson. I'm like, I don't know. Now, don't get me wrong. He's better than what we have. He's definitely better than Baby Hands. Oh, my goodness. He is way better than Baby Hands. So I would take him. But, it's bad. It's bad in Denver right now. It's bad. You're starting over at the quarterback position. But if they trade it to Atlanta, get some draft picks, they'll be okay. And Atlanta's going to do it. Atlanta has to have a quarterback. And Russ is better than anything they got there. Heck, if Russ is on their team, they win that division this year. If Russ is on that team, they win that division this year. So we'll see what happens, man. We will see what is going on. So let me check out a couple things on the chat. Do. How do I see the Steelers game against Seattle? That's a good question. The Steelers against Seattle. I mean, I think it's going to be a good game. I would think Seattle wins because the Steelers are so beat up in the middle. I mean, their linebacking core, I mean, guys just one after another, just out. So if Seattle can run the football at all, which they should be able to do, it's going to be a problem for Pittsburgh. It's going to be a problem for Pittsburgh. But they can also take advantage a little bit of the secondary. If they just keep attacking and attack down the field against Seattle and run the ball, they got an opportunity. So they got an opportunity, man. Y'all on TikTok, keep tapping that screen, man. Keep tapping that screen. We're trying to get up to at least 3,500 likes and 30 follows. Need to get a bunch of people in here. And if you're not following and you're in here, please give me a follow, man. I'm doing good, Rudy. I'm guessing you're not doing great, though, them 49ers. So we'll see what happens. So what do y'all think about Mark Cuban selling his stake or a huge stake of the Mavs? I mean, it just became official. They talked about it a month ago. I guess the deal was made a month ago. Cuban's not going to be the governor, but he's still going to run the Mavs day-to-day operations, saying that they're not basketball people, so that's not what they do well. He made a bunch of money. So good for him. But if he's still going to run the team, I think he made, $3 billion? And, I did like what he had to say, though, when he said that, low-level billionaires can't get done what things need to get done now in the NBA, which is crazy to say. A low-level billionaire? What? How does that even go together? But that's what the consensus is. It's like you got to have more money than what he had to do the kinds of things that they're trying to do. So I get it. And hopefully it happens. I mean, they're not going to move the team from Dallas to Las Vegas like people were talking about. Like, they're not doing that. But I think they can build something nice here. They're talking about trying to build a big-time arena/casino in Dallas. Love to see it since I live here. Would love it. Ice Simmons says the Pistons. Yeah, buddy. The Pistons are bad. I haven't seen, nobody. It's the NBA record. 27 straight games that you lose. And it seems like every game they're like double-digit the game 17-point underdogs to Boston. My goodness. What are we doing? Monty Williams. Everybody said he was a great coach. Gets run out of Phoenix after underachieving, getting to the finals and then losing, but then underachieving the next 2 seasons, gets let go, takes a job in Detroit that I don't think that Monty Williams really even wanted. I don't think he wanted that job in Detroit. So, Crazy. Russell Wilson to Pittsburgh next year. I don't know, Winston. I don't know. He's definitely better than anybody that the Steelers got. He's better than anything that we got. So, but I don't know. I don't know if I can agree. We'll see what happens. We will definitely see what happens. West Virginia Mountaineers #1? I don't know. They had a good football season this year, though. I'll give them credit. Heck, I didn't even know how Neil Brown kept his job after last year, but he parlayed that into having a good year this year. Good for him. Good for him. I mean, I thought they were he was just written off for dead. Written off for dead. Good for him, man. You don't think that Seattle will stop Najee Harris and Warren? Yeah, maybe not. Maybe not. Steelers should be able to run. If they run the ball downhill, the Steelers should have some success. If they try to run wide and a bunch of outside zones, they're not going to have success. So, but yeah, I'm looking forward to that football game. Another good football weekend this weekend. Seattle, Pittsburgh, Miami, and Dallas. There's another one. Oh my God, I was just thinking. Oh, the Ravens and the Dolphins. Good football coming up this weekend, man. Still more football. These bowl games are coming up. There's still bowl games. I love this time of the year. The bowl games come on in the early afternoon. One came on at here at 11 o'clock this morning. Love it. Love it. So a lot of bowl games that are on right now. The college football playoff starts on Monday. Tomorrow we'll pick some games. We'll get back into this full steam ahead tomorrow. I just wanted to jump on and let you guys know that I wasn't done, that I'm back. We're around. We're going to be still doing lives. We're still live on TikTok. We're still live on YouTube. So Miami Dolphins will win by 14 points over the Ravens. Winston, come on, man. Come on, man. Waddle's going to be out. I don't see them running the ball down the Ravens' throat. I don't see that happening. That's wishful thinking, man. That's wishful thinking, 14 points. That's wishful thinking. But doesn't mean it can't happen. Doesn't mean it can't happen. All right, man. This is a short one today, like I mentioned. I appreciate y'all jumping in, and I will holler at you guys tomorrow. Again, we'll be on tomorrow, 4 p.m. Central Time, live on TikTok, live on YouTube, man. I appreciate you all. Love you guys, and we will holler at you soon. Aloha.